Hi butterflies, what's up, and welcome back to another speed build. So today we are going to be doing a renovation and turning it into a mermaid apartment. Now this is an idea I've kind of had for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of curious about it and to see how it turned out, and it turned out amazing. I'm really happy of how it turned out. So yeah. Anyway, so here I am. I'm just starting on the curtains. I ended up using like a lot of island living because this is a mermaid's apartment. So, yeah. And there's lots of blues, lots of white, lots of purples. I love this apartment. I think this is probably one of my favorite builds that I've ever done in The Sims. It turned out really good. So, yeah. So here I am. I'm just putting wallpaper down. I had some trouble picking like the main color I wanted for the main area. But I ended up going with like this really pretty light blue. And I decided to make it 2 bathrooms instead of 1 bathroom or 3 bathrooms, because you really don't need 3 bathrooms if you're living by yourself. Like this mermaid is. So I ended up turning that corner into like a, how do I say this? I ended up turning it into a little, like, dining area. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. And I just kind of left the kitchen. I didn't really touch it. I like the kitchen in this apartment already, so I just basically recolored it to fit the rest of the apartment. So, yeah. So originally I was going to go with all white counters, but then I decided and second-guessed myself and went with all blue counters, like blue and white counters, and it ended up looking really pretty, so I'm happy about that. And most of the appliances are already blue, so alright, so here we go. We started on this little like dining area. I ended up using a lot of island living stuff, as I said before. Just like plain old white and blue table. And then I ended up going into debug and using some photos from island living as decoration. It's in debug. It's like literally the only painting in there for island living, and so it ended up looking really good. So and then I just used the island living couches, a university rug. I thought the university rug goes perfect with this apartment, if I'm being honest. I really like how it looks. And then of course I used the tiny living lights, because those are my favorite lights in the game. So yeah. And then I ended up using a fake fireplace. I could have put a real one in, but there wasn't one that I really liked that fit like the thing. So I ended up just doing like a fake one. So still looks good though. Anyway, so here I am. I'm just doing a little decorating, making it look a little better. Island living doesn't really come with a lot of decorations, so I had to like scroll through debug. I ended up using some university and some island living, and I think some tiny living decorations. It's like a mix of everything. But yeah, so here I am putting in cheats again because I'm trying to get into debug and find something I can put in the walls. So I knew I wanted to use that chest, so that's why it's sitting over there, because I wasn't sure where I was gonna put it until like halfway through the build. So that's why it's sitting over there. And so here I go. I use the little paint pictures you can take, your sim can actually take from Island Living, and I put it in that corner. I figured it would look better. And then, so I went through and recolored everything else in the apartment that's not already matching with the theme. I recolored the doors. I can't recolor the outside door. I really wish I could. It would make things so much easier. And then, of course, I put bar stools down. This build did not originally come with bar stools. If it did, I didn't see them. So I decided I was going to put some down there. And then now onto the desk area. So the desk area is kind of weird, but basically the story I'm going for is like this curse. The sim who lives here, her name is Jocelyn. Her grandmother was cursed for hurting Solani's environment to never love and to become a siren, and she is now banned from Solani. So that's what I was trying to kind of play out. And Jocelyn is trying to find a cure for this curse. That way, so she can come back and enjoy the island like anybody else. And like she knows what her grandma did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? She knows. So that's why you're gonna find like a lot of different elements in this apartment. And so that's why I was trying to show like the study area cluttered. Like she spends a lot of her time in the study area trying to find a way to like save this. Yeah. All right, so and then I turned the kids' room into like a special like bathroom. So there's three bathrooms in this apartment originally. Two of them I kept. I turned one into another, and then the other one I just redid. But basically, I wanted to make this really, really pretty like bathing room or like mermaid room where Jocelyn could just like swim if she gets tired or something. And it turned out really, really good. I think it's my favorite room in the entire house. It's that good, and I just love it. It turned out amazing. So, yeah. And so I ended up using a lot of decorations, as I said before, tiny living and different things. I also forgot to mention Jocelyn has a habit for gardening and painting and photography. So, yeah. So now I put down counters and decorations. I wanted to keep like a main theme going on throughout the apartment. So, here I go. I put the sinks in. I didn't put cabinets in though. I probably should have done that. Anyway, so I did this huge mirror. And then I tried to put like this rectangular light around it, if that makes sense. I couldn't really get it. It's like halfway in between the wall, halfway not. See, here it is. It's like halfway in between the wall, halfway not. It took me so long to figure out how to put it to where it wasn't gonna like show. So yeah. Then I did that, and then I put fairy lights. Y'all know I love my fairy lights. I did have to search for them. I need to figure out what categories these actually lie in. But y'all know I love those fairy lights, so I put some on top of the mirror, and yeah, pretty much. And then I put a small mirror in the corner because, yeah. Here I go. I put on cheats again. I had to come back to this build. I had something else to go do, so I had to come back to this build. So that's why you're gonna see me put on cheats like 2 or 3 times, because I had to come back to it and it sucked. So I did change out the layout of the guest room and ended up putting an island bed there too. I didn't like how it was like on the side, so I ended up changing that. And yeah. And so then I went for green for like that room, and I ended up putting this cute little dress, like this cute little wardrobe, and like a stand with the mirror. Alright, next I worked on the bathroom. I will say I spent the most time on the bathrooms. So as I said before, one is like a bathing area, the other is like more suitable to needs, so it has like a bathroom, or it has like a toilet and a shower. It's more like a guest bathroom more than it is like a regular one. And I ended up making it smaller than it originally was. So, yeah. And then again, I use the same kind of cabinets throughout the build, so. So I forgot to mention, I deleted the door, so I had to put that in. And yeah, that was pretty much the bathroom. So next thing I did was I did the master bedroom. Now this I did build a walk-in closet into, if that's what you're wondering. That's what I use that extra space for. After that, oh, did I recolor that? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, who knows. But yeah, so I ended up doing like white and blue, the same theme I've got going on throughout the entire house already. And just I ended up using these really pretty candles, which I wish I found before I started this. Like seriously, I love those candles so much. And then I just used like a plain saucer light in the walk-in closet because I was too lazy. Here I am putting the cheats again because, as I said before, I had to come back to this build. And so yeah, and I ended up just using vertical paintings instead of other paintings again. I tried to spread like the kind of paint out, like which picture was which out, that way so you couldn't possibly see it. But yeah, so I did that, and then I moved on the walk-in closet. Now, I don't usually do walk-in closets. I normally don't have time for them. But this, I figured I might as well because it looked fun. So here I am messing around. I couldn't get the angle right, so I'm sorry. It looks like it's a really weird view. But, I couldn't get it through the wall or without the wall, because without the wall there, it won't, like, hook on. So, I'm sorry about the view. Anyway, so then I ended up doing shoe racks under, just plain old shoe racks, and then I ended up decorating a little bit. So there's that coat hook, and then I ended up decorating a little bit. So I put like a stack of books by the desk area. Then I put like nail polish and candles, more candles down, and just like basic decorating stuff to make the bathroom look nicer. Still not as much clutter as usual though, so yeah. And that is basically the build. Here I am just putting a little bit more decoration down. Also, is that an eyeball? In debug, I don't honestly know. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically the build. My Discord and Twitch will be linked down below. Make sure you check that out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!